move for Victor Osimhen to Chelsea is on. Reports have had it that the sporting director of Napoli is in London to discuss about the move for Romelu Lukaku to Napoli, and also the possibility of having a sort of swap or exchange deal where you would have Napoli, you have Lukaku plus some money going in the direction of Napoli, and then Victor Osimhen heading to Chelsea. So for me, if you ask me, it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer. So we've had reports from different Italian outfits, as well as Sky Sports News as well. But we've had reports from them as well, talking about the links and the possibilities. So for me, this has been a no-brainer. I want to know what your thoughts are on this. In the comment section right below, let me know. But for me, I feel once again, it's a no-brainer. Chelsea needs a striker. Victor Osimhen wants to play in the Premier League. He is a fan of DJ Drogba. He's open to playing for Chelsea. Romelu Lukaku is ready to play for Napoli, especially under Antonio Conte. And he has already agreed to take a pay cut to go to Napoli. So it's just clear as day that this is a deal that should be made. And then, you have a striker like Victor Osimhen, who at least should be in the top 5 strikers in the world. So coming to Chelsea is one thing. Like I said in previous videos, is wanting to have all the exciting, creative players, but you need to have people that are going to pull the ball in the back of the net, and that's what Victor Osimhen is going to do. And one thing about Victor Osimhen as well that people seem to forget, he's one of those superstars that you don't have to cajole, you don't have to beg, you don't have to force him. The manager doesn't have to fall out with him before he actually does things like pressing off and other off the ball things. And people like to take away from him, saying his link up play isn't that great. He doesn't do that. He doesn't do this. But he's a brilliant player. He links up well. He has the pace. He runs the channels. He scores goals. And with the amount of chances that we create, even that we created last season, under Pochettino, and even in this preseason as well that just ended, the number of chances that Chelsea created and they were not taken, that's evidence that we need Victor Osimhen. Now, Nicholas Jackson is good, but I'm sure he even himself would acknowledge that his best position isn't as an out-and-out striker. It's more like a support striker or a winger. So a winger, let's put it that way. So Victor Osimhen is somebody you need to get. And then people might say McGew has shown real promise in the preseason. I agree. He has shown promise. I give him his dues. But you need that experienced striker to take that burden off him, and that will score lots of goals that he would learn from, because he might be an 18-year-old leading the line for a side like Chelsea. The pressure could crush him. So it's good for you to have an experienced player, not just any experienced player, but someone who's world class. Whatever you want to say, Victor Osimhen is world class. Now let's name world class strikers for those people that want to argue about Victor Osimhen. So how many strikers in the world right now are you taking ahead of Victor Osimhen? Okay, let's go. Harry Kane, 1. And then who's the next? Maybe you go with Lautaro Martinez. No. You go with Harry Kane, you go with Haaland, you go with Lautaro Martinez, and then who else? Don't tell me Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney is in no way, shape, or form better than Victor Osimhen. So for me, I want this done, as you can see. So I want to know how you feel about this. Is this something you want to get done? Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel while you're here. And thanks for watching the videos I've been putting out so far. Thank you. The subscriber count has been growing gradually. Thank you for that as well. So let me continue to give you my opinions on this. Now, Victor Osimhen for a cash plus player exchange is actually something that you rip the hands of whoever offers you the deal. Whoever offers you such a deal, you rip their hands right off their shoulders and run away before they change their mind. So Victor Osimhen wants to leave. He reportedly told the people at Napoli, the higher ups at Napoli, that he intends to leave, and now it seems things are moving in the right direction to see him join Chelsea. One thing I I've heard so many people raise concerns about, and that's with respect to his wages, his salary. Now, for me, one thing is clear: if you want a superstar player, if you want a world class player that will give you world class finishing, that will give you world class output, you need to pay world class wages. That's just it. That's just it. And let's face it, even a player that goes for £50,000 a week, that's higher than what every other regular folk or regular person earns, or at least the average person earns. So let's just get it out of our heads. Footballers earn crazy money. That's no news. Let's just get that straight. Footballers earn crazy, crazy money. So let's get that straight. But so if you want to win, you want to sign the best players, you want to have players that can give you serious world class output, then you need to pay the big bucks. And then when you come close and look at how much he earns, at the minute, I think it's 175 or Jabba, but certainly under £200,000 a week. Then maybe what you increase it to maybe 200, £210,000, and that's still not nearly close enough to what other world class strikers earn. Not close enough to what Hurricane earns. I'm sure it's not close to what Haaland earns. So that's a steal. And then to even sweeten the pot, you're getting £315,000 off your wage bill. And so no matter what you pay Victor Osimhen, you're saving a lot more money. No, you're saving a good chunk of change. For instance, if you pay Victor Osimhen £200,000, you'll be saving about £115,000 a week. So it makes all the sense in the world to get Victor Osimhen. And like I said, people have talked about maybe we don't need a striker, Jackson. There's something an actual world class number 9 gives you. They score those unpretty goals. Ball flashes across goal, someone is there to tap it in. How many times as Chelsea fans, have we cried, have we screamed? I know certainly I've screamed at my screen. You see a cross flash across goal, no one there to tap it in. You see a cross pull to the back post, there's no one there to head it in. And then we cry, and now we're linked to an actual world-class striker, and people are trying to say they don't want it to happen. I want it to happen. Hopefully it happens. And I hope the directors or the sporting directors don't make too much bones about his wages. Because like I said, his wages, they're high like every other football player, but not that high. When you look at what other players earn, you look at what Raheem Sterling is earning at the minute. Raheem Sterling is on £300,000 a week. So that tells you that he is worth it. And people have said, oh, he has only scored 20 plus goals once, but he's scored double figures all through his career apart from Wolfsburg. And then this season, let's say, okay, he scores 17, 18 goals in the league and tops it up with maybe another 4, 5 in the Carabao Cup. That gives you 20 plus goals. It does about 23 goals, and then he scores another 4 in the FA Cup, in the cup game. That gives you close to 27 goals, and then there's the Conference League. Maybe he scores another 5 goals there. That gives you, over 30 goals. So Victor Osimhen is a striker we need to get. And one last point. This is the only time you can get Victor Osimhen, 1000%. If for whatever reason Chelsea misses out on Victor Osimhen and he goes to PSG or an Arsenal, it's curtains. Because the next place he's heading to will be Real Madrid. Depending on how he performs there, it will be Real Madrid and you will be unable to get him. Victor Osimhen is absolute box office. I want us to get him, and hopefully it gets done with all this positive news that has been sort of making the waves or making the rounds in the past 48 hours. So at this point, we've come to the end of today's video. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'd like to know what your thoughts are and your opinions are on this. Let me know in the comment section. Please don't fail to subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you're notified each time I post a video on the channel. and as well like the video as well, and share to as many people as possible that you like to hear and see what I had to say. So at this point, I'll say have a very wonderful day and God bless.